In Major League Baseball, is Pete Rose going to get reinstated? Before we get into the content, folks, we want to encourage you to join the conversation in the comments down below. While you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel if this is the type of content you're enjoying, and also smash that like button for your boy AJ. The first one we want to talk about is the recent story about Pete Rose.
According to ESPN, the commissioner is reviewing a petition filed on January 8th by Pete Rose's family to have baseball's all-time hit leader removed from the ineligible list. Rose, who obviously died September 30th in 2024 at age 83, was banned from baseball for life in 1989 after an investigation found that he had bet on baseball. His reinstatement would make him eligible for the Hall of Fame. So my question's for you. Should the MLB lift a lifetime ban on Pete Rose? And if they do you think he makes it into the Hall of Fame?
So based off of just what is called a lifetime ban, his life is now over. So technically the ban should be lifted. He can't get a job in baseball.
Yeah.
Because he's no longer with us, right? I can understand why they're considering it because of the fact that it is in connection with the type of ban that it is. Do I think he's going to get admitted, or do I think they're going to lift the ban? Honestly, I don't think they do, because Shoeless Joe Jackson's still banned after the Black Sox scandal. That was over 100 years ago. He's not getting back in the NBA. I mean, sorry, in the MLB. Definitely not in the NBA.
I hope he makes it to the NBA. That would be sick.
But yeah, so that's still a thing there, and he broke the cardinal rules, man. There's just no way around it. This is the one that you're not supposed to do. Yep. You're told every year before spring training he knew what he was doing was wrong. And the worst part is how he handled himself after the ban. Okay, he never admitted that he betted on baseball.
Nope.
Never once. Just deny until he had a book to sell. Then all of a sudden, okay, yeah, I bet on baseball. But I only bet on my team to win. But he also didn't bet on his team to win every single game either. If you are just
make up your damn mind, Pete Rose.
I'm sorry. This is one of the things that just is not okay. You can't bet on the game at all, regardless of whether or not you're betting on your team to win. You just stay away from baseball. It's something that's told to you every single year. He knew what he was doing was wrong. I think the main thing is what he was doing is after the fact that he denied doing it until he can make a buck off of it, and then he decided to. Is the ban going to be lifted? Sure, I think it's possible that he does. Does he get invited into Cooperstown after that? I hope not. I mean, it's really sad that he's the all-time hits leader. You know, he's Johnny Hustle. He is one of the greatest players in our sport. But if you let that in, you're setting a terrible, dangerous precedence that it's okay to do what he did. And I just don't think that that's just not a road you want to cross. Plus, it's Cooperstown. They're not part of Major League Baseball. Doesn't matter if President Trump pardoned him or not. It's their decision on whether or not they bring him in. And I don't think they're going to do it.
Like you said, it is a lifetime ban for a reason. His life is over. He is obviously not going to be able to get any jobs in Major League Baseball. This guy was a ridiculous talent in the sport. I mean, we're talking 5,000 hits in his career.
Mm-hmm. All-time hit leader.
If you put him in the Hall of Fame, yes, you have to tell the whole story, that he was banned for this reason. But the fact is I think you put him in the Hall of Fame and you put his story in there. You put in there that he was the all-time hits leader. He made this mistake and he never got to participate in Major League Baseball again. That way, in 100 years, when kids see this, they say, you can even be the all-time hits leader in Major League Baseball, make a stupid ass mistake, and still never get to touch baseball again.
I don't think anybody gives a rip about what the plaque says. If Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame, he's in the Hall of Fame. It's not going to matter.
But how do you deny somebody that left that lasting of an impact on the sport, dude? When this guy was here, when he was playing in this league, he was one of the most impactful players on every time he got up. This dude had like a 333 something batting average, right? Like, we were just saying how hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things to do in all of professional sports. And this guy is the best at it of all time. One of the best all time to do it.
And it's a shame. It's a shame that he threw away his legacy for that. There's just no way. If you crack open that door and you let him in, you can make anything you want. You can throw an asterisk on it. You can give it a special hall, the Cheaters Hall. I am actually more willing to let the steroid users into the Hall of Fame than I am Pete Rose. And it just sucks because I know Pete Rose deserves to be in there because of his play alone. But the fact is that he knew what he was doing and he tarnished his own legacy, and he just didn't think he was going to get caught. And if I think afterwards, like right after it happened, he admitted it. He was like, you know what? I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I should never have done it. That ban would have been lifted a long time ago.
Right.
But it's how he acted after. He's like, no, I didn't do it. Until he could make a quick buck selling a book, that's when he decided to admit to it. He never admitted to it. If he would have turned around and said yes and was showing remorse from the get-go, we wouldn't be having this conversation. He would already be in the hall. For me, it's just a flat out no. We've had 3 separate commissioners that have all said no. Every time there's a new commissioner, they make the appeal. They've always said no. And I think this isn't going to change at all. I think why they might lift a ban, because it technically is a lifetime ban legally, I don't think he ever makes it into Cooperstown.
Let us know what you guys think. Leave us a comment down below. Make sure you comment. We want to know what you guys think.
We have Pacific Northwest Ute saying, I bet that the Hall of Fame, you lose Pete. The bloom is off the rose. Yeah, I like it. Greg Hawkins also has the Hall of Fame. I personally believe the players should be inducted purely based off of what they did for baseball. Yeah, also a very good point. You know, it's exactly what you're saying. One of my rules is if you can't tell that decade in baseball or that half decade, if you can't tell the story of that without that player being in there, then they need to be in there. I just have a really hard time budging on this one because like it's the rule, man. You can't break the rule. Look at Trevor Bauer. Always a good time when Trevor Bauer gets.
We love Trevor Bauer. If you guys want to know what we're talking about, go watch any of our previous Trevor Bauer videos. We are huge supporters of Trevor Bauer, and in every single video we post, it is comment after comment about how you guys are just Trevor Bauer haters. It's like that is exactly the opposite of what we are.
Yeah. So look at Trevor Bauer, look at Barry Bonds. These are people that should be in the Hall of Fame, but based on the current
arbitrary judgments based on factors outside of baseball, they're not.
I'd say against Barry Bonds, that has nothing to do with outside of baseball. The fact is he also, choose to have an unfair advantage, not necessarily off the field. Yeah, there are people in the Hall of Fame that use steroids, but they didn't get busted for it, and they also didn't deny it either.
He said after retirement regarding Trevor Bauer, of course. Do you think Trevor Bauer has a shot at the Hall of Fame after he's done?
What Hall of Fame career? You got a Cy Young.
He did win a Cy Young
in the 2020 season. If the rings don't count, neither do the Cy Young. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments down below what you think about this whole Pete Rose thing.
I had to rattle your cage a little bit with an altering opinion.
No, you got to. I totally see the argument.
Yeah.
My argument's always been you can't tell that's the part of history of baseball without that person. They need to be in the Hall. And like I said, I'm more willing to let the steroid users in because it was literally 80% of the players were doing that. Like, it's kind of tough to keep them out for that reason.
Oh, dude, that comment is gold.
Let's see.
How about a Rose Hall of Fame exhibit sponsored by FanDuel?
Dude, Pacific Northwest, you nailed it.
You're actually my hero for that comment.
Comment of the show right there. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. That's great. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the DNA Sports Recap. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are giving the first $500 that we earn in AdSense revenue back to y'all. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that giveaway.
Absolutely. And if you're watching on YouTube on one of our short videos, just know this is available as a podcast, the whole episode, wherever you get your audio.
And smash that like button for your boy AJ over there.
Bam! Smash it.
Give us some engagement. We appreciate it.
I want you to click that thing so hard it breaks your mouse.
Only an odd amount of times, not even. And check out our merch store down below. We're adding new stuff every week, so be sure to check it out. My name is Darren. That is AJ. And this has been an episode of the DNA Sports Recap.
Till next time.